Hey guys, and welcome back. Thanks for joining in with me for another session on the mat. Today's practice is going to be a little bit of a pick-me-up. So if you're feeling sluggish, mid-afternoon, the end of the day, you got stuff to do. If you need a pick-me-up in the morning, if you want to get energized for the day ahead, this is a perfect practice for you. So when you're ready, join me down on the mat. We're going to start in a comfortable seated position. Ground down through your seat. Soften your knees. Soften your shoulders. Find length through the spine. Notice your breath. Begin to deepen the inhales. We expand fully through our midsection. And exhale completely. Let it all go. When we're ready, I'm going to take the arms out to the side, flip the palms to the ceiling. Big breath in, shoulders come right up. Feel a lot of energy in the body. We're reaching, and let it go on the exhale. 2 more like that. Big breath in, we reach tall, we ground down through our seat. Hold at the top. Let it go. Last one. Holding at the top. Let it all go. Now a little shake. Few shoulder rolls. Change direction here. Find that length through the spine again. Left hand to the floor, right hand's coming up. We ground down through the right hip. Reach long. Breathe in, right hand pulls us up and over to the floor. Left hand reaching long. We're opening through the left side, so we're nice and active through that right side obliques. One more each side. Left hand down, right hand reaching long. Find that length with your breath through the right side body. We come all the way up and over to the right. We come up. All right, we're going to come all the way to all fours. Just shake the hips a little bit. Take a minute to feel into your body. Spread the fingers, press down through the hands. And we come to a neutral position. Have that connection to the belly. We're pressing into the hands, lifted through the shoulders. So we're feeling connected to the sensations through the body. We're feeling a little bit active here already, just in our stillness. Notice the breath. And then we're going to drop the belly down and look to the sky. Rounding the spine to the sky. Gaze to the knees or the belly. Cat cows here. Nice, long, smooth breaths. Breath guides the movement. Even just breathing deeper with that awareness and intention can help to heighten your mood. if you're in that slump, if you've just woken up, if you're feeling the afternoon, just connecting to the inhales and the exhales can liven and sort of relieve that sluggishness. A few more here. And we're going to meet rounded. So pressing into the hands. The arms are active. The head, neck is relaxed. Pausing that roundedness. And then tuck the toes. Sit back on the heels. The knees can be wide or together. It's completely up to you. I'm going to stay with a little wide for the moment. Hands are going to come up to our sides. We're going to cactus at the elbows, palms facing forward. We draw elbows back, lift, chest pulls through, maybe gaze to the sky. Breathing here. And then as we extend the arms and around the back, we're reaching forward, left hand on top, grab the shoulders or shoulder blades. And then we can find as much roundedness through the spine as you have today. And then as we lift, so we're moving with our breath, we come up, we cactus the arms, we squeeze elbows back, shoulder blades are working, and then find that extension. And as we bring the hands out in front, right hand is on top. Find that movement here, folding forward. We lift ourselves up, we untangle, hands walk forward, keep the toes tucked. We're lifting the hips high for a downward dog. Pedal out here. Neck is soft, hands are spread and pressing evenly into the floor. It's opening up through the backs of the legs here. Begin to find stillness. Heels do not have to reach the earth, but just heading in that direction. Breathe here, a round of breath in our downward dog. And then let's look forward. We're going to bring left foot forward, back knee drops to the mat. We're in our lunge, our low lunge here. Find that length through the spine. And then shift the hips back. Shift the hips forward. As we come forward, plant. Well, actually, as we come forward, we can just stay shifting forward, shifting back. If we want a little extra, as we come forward, inside hand plants, and we open the chest to the left. We come back, square chest to the ground, and we send the hips back. So it's just finding that flow, feeling into the sensations of the body. So getting a little bit more into the hips as we twist, finding a bit more rotation through the spine, a little bit more energy through the body here. Okay, meeting back in that lunge, find that rotation to the side. Left hand is going to be reaching to the sky. We are active through the abdominals, so we're not dumping into that bottom wrist. From here, tuck, back toes, lift up off the back knee. Strong legs. Inner thighs firing up. Breathing deeply. That top hand's going to come down to the inside of the left foot, that front foot, and then begin to walk the hands out to the side. We're making our way into a wide-legged forward fold. As we bring the torso around to the side of the mat, dial the toes in a little, heels are out, melt the upper body down. Walk the hands forward a little and find length through the spine. Option to grab some blocks if you need that elevation here. And here we're just going to find a little bit of spinal wave. And I think cat cow, but a little bit more fluid. And then meet back in stillness. We're coming back to the front of the mat. So all the toes dial forward. Left foot is in front. Bend into that left leg. Engage through the belly. We're coming up for a high lunge. Keep that back heel lifted. Bend a little into that back knee. We want to be long through the spine. So really reaching up tall through the whole spine, ribs, arms. Find that length here. Breathing deeply. Back heel drops. We open back out to the side for our warrior two. Back heel drops. We're into the outer edge of that foot. Front leg nice and active. Dialing towards the pinky toe. Reaching out with the hands. We find that length through the spine. Shoulders are relaxed. The face is soft. Breathe here. Right hand to the right leg. Reverse warrior. Left hand reaching to the sky. Legs stay as they are. We embrace the wobbles. Connect a little more with the body. We'll windmill wipe the hands all the way to the front, and then framing that front foot goes back for our downward dog. We meet here. We can pedal out the legs again. We've got a few rounds of breath. If you need that stillness, find that connection there. Inner thighs are active. The neck is free. Find that evenness through the body. We look forward. We bring the right knee forward, left foot to the floor. We're in that lunge. We're pausing here. Just find that space. And then we're going to move into that hip flossing. So hips shift back for our half splits and we come forward. So remember, option to stay with just this forward and back. Option, as we come forward, we find some rotation to the right. Dial the chest down, shift the hips back. Couple more. At any point there's somewhere that needs some extra attention, you can hold. We'll meet in that forward lunge, inside hand plants, if it's not already. Right hand's going to open up to the sky. Breathing here. Twisting through the spine. Shoulder blades, belly are working. Breathing here. When we're ready, we're going to tuck those back toes, lift up off the back knee, nice strong legs. We're going to transition to that wide-legged forward. So hands come down to the inside of that front foot. We begin to shift the hips back while also walking the hands out to the side of the mat. Last thing to think about, toes coming in, heels going out. We melt the upper body down. Think about evenness through the feet. Let the head melt. From here, lift up, walk the hands forward a little. I'm going to change direction so you can see. So walk the hands forward a little. We want that straight spine. Left hand's going to plant to the floor, finding some rotation this time. Right hand reaches up towards the sky. Keep the legs working, inner thighs are nice and active. Right hand down, left hand up. Find that rotation through the spine. Left hand down, we come down to our forward fold. As we come up, so from here, we're going to come all the way up and pivot to the front of the mat, right foot in front. We're sinking into that front leg, so into that right leg. Back heel is lifted, back knee is bent. Find all that length, reaching up through the pinky fingers. Shoulders are soft and away from the ears. Feeling the inner thighs, the belly. I'm feeling my calf in that back leg. Just being with sensations in the body. On the exhale, we pivot to the side of the mat, back heel drops. We find our warrior two. Legs nice and active. Find that length through the spine. If we're dumping into the hips, try and find that length here. Tailbone is long. Left hand to the left leg, reverse warrior. Looking up under that right arm. Windmill. The hands to the front, back heel lifts. We step front foot back. Downward dog. Breathing here. This will be our last downward dog. So take what you need. Slowly, as slow as we can, we shift the upper body forward and we begin to bend the knees. Hover them off the ground when they're about an inch off the floor. Breathing here. Set them down. Cross the ankles. Sit the hips back. Legs are out in front. We want hands to the shins or backs of the thighs, feet hip distance apart or whatever's comfortable for you. Gripping on to the legs and just find that length through the spine. So chest will come through a little, shoulders back a little. Belly nice and active. Use the legs there for that leverage. Find that space, breathe deeply. Last breath here. Find as much space through the body as you can. Right leg's going to go long, left leg in to that inner thigh. Rotate so the chest is over that front leg and begin to fold forward for a forward fold. Breathing here. Let's look up a little. The left hand is going to go to the outside of that right foot. So we're getting a little more. We can find again that leverage on the leg, getting into the upper body and that left side body here as well. We press, keep the foot nice and active. So the foot is pressing away from the body, but then also we're pressing the back to the back of the room as well. Keep the head relaxed. Gently release and let go with control. We come all the way up. We want the left leg out, right foot to the inner thigh, finding that rotation through the upper body and beginning to walk the hands forward to our forward fold. Find that connection to your breath. We are winding down. You need to check in with the body. Option to stay here in your forward fold, or we want the right hand to the outside of the left foot. Again, just to leverage a little more through that side body and the back of the leg that's extended. Last breath in. And let it all go with the exhale. Gently, gently, we peel ourselves up. Come back to a cross-legged position. Not finishing with a shavasana today, but just a seated little check-in meditation. If you want your shavasana, pause the video and take that now. Otherwise, if you're staying with me, comfortable seat, invitation to have the hands to the side, in the lap, on the knees. I'm going to take left hand to the chest, right hand to the belly. Let the breath come naturally. Notice the rise and fall of the belly. Notice the rise and fall of the chest. With each exhalation, can you soften your shoulders and face muscles a little more? Notice that flow of breath without trying to control it. Maybe having that awareness through the body. Perhaps you sense that you're feeling more awake and connected to your physical self, to your mental self. When you're ready, we're going to bring the hands together in prayer at the heart, sending gratitude and love. Thank you so much for moving with me again today, and I hope that that did the trick in just waking up through the body, through the mind, and that you can get on with your day with a little bit more focus and energy. If you enjoyed the practice, please feel free to check in, send me a comment, let me know if you enjoyed this kind of movement. And I love hearing from you. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the video, subscribe to my channel, like or share the video. Thank you so much and have a beautiful day.